Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be something not great. I just watched this movie. It's called The Other People, and pretty much it's about her gay son and partially about the rest of her family and how they are dealing with her slow death. And it really hits home for me. I don't really share this with everybody, and it's definitely something that haunts me every day of my life. But my father passed away March 10th of 2016. I remember that day, and I will for the rest of my life. On my way home from work, I noticed a cop car following me, and I thought it was very strange. So I pulled into my driveway, and it was still following me. Next thing I know, I get out of the car. The cop is already out of his car. I don't see him anywhere. It's right in front of my house. So I'm a little nervous. I look around just to make sure I don't have any pot laying out in my car or anything. And I go inside. And I notice the front door is open. And I look straight outside, and right in front of the front door, in front of the walkway, is directly the police car. You can directly see the police car just right there in front of the door. And I was scared half to death. I didn't know what was going on. And nobody was in the house downstairs. So I walk upstairs, and it's the night that changed my life forever. I turn to the right at the top of the stairs, and that's where my dad's room is. And I see him lying on the floor with the policeman right on top of him, pumping his chest, trying to get him to breathe. And to the left is my mom and my brother, so distraught. And I just came home from a long day at work as a manager, and I see this and I'm in shock. I run downstairs. I call my brother, who's not there. He lived in a different town. Well, he did answer, and I told him Dad was dead, and he needs to come down immediately. And it was amazing talking to him. I don't know what it is about him, but he just always seems so confident. So together. And just older than me, so I just trust that he has a little more knowledge. I remember going back upstairs and hearing my dad make a gargling sound. Now, I read a book one time by Olivia Munn. It was her book, where she says that the gurgling sound is the last breaths of a person before they die. And she learned that through an experience of her own. So at that moment, I knew that no matter what happened, I was never going to see him again. And the hardest part was watching 7 guys try to carry my dad down the stairs on a stretcher. It took them a good 10 minutes to get my dad down the stairs. It was just us standing there at the bottom of the stairs, just feeling the pressure. Like, why is this taking so long? Like, get him to the hospital, do something. What is going on? Come on, get him downstairs. This is my father. We might never have gotten along, but this is my father, and I'm about to lose somebody that has controlled my life for forever. He has been doing everything behind the scenes that I don't even know about. I don't know how to be a person without my dad's guidance. And every single time I watch this movie, The Other People, it just really hits home. Because it's like, I understand. I would go out and drink and do drugs to cope with my problems. I'm never gonna see my father again. That I'm never gonna have that support that I'm gonna crave my whole life. We were able to mend things towards the end because he actually hurt his shoulder and his elbow very badly. And his body did not have a good reaction to the trauma that was caused. So even his legs started swelling up and he couldn't walk very well. It was just like he had multiple issues going on, to the point where he had to go to a rehabilitation facility and spend lots of time there. And then I would just go see him every day after work, and I'd bring him my laptop so he could do work. I would bring him whatever he needed. I'd just buy him things with my own money, like sugar-free candy, and that shit's expensive, and that would be like every other day I'd have to buy him a bunch of new sugar-free candy, because you're just in there all day. Nobody to really talk to that often. Nothing to do. He can't walk. And the hardest thing was seeing him get better and get to be able to come home from the hospitals and the rehabilitation place and to be so miserable at home, and then to kind of go from being a little bit better to being once again in a state of utter defeat and just inability to do anything once again. It was so hard. That time where I felt like I was taking care of him as he has taken care of me my whole life was an amazing experience. We got to build a relationship for the first time over the course of 4 months, and he told me 2 things that I always remember. He told me to stop before it's too late, and that was drinking and smoking and all that kind of stuff. Just stop before you fuck up your life more. Just stop. Or before I end up like him, because he was a huge alcoholic. And he also told me that he loved me for who I am, that I'm an amazing person, and he's proud of me. And I feel like my whole life, I never felt like I was good enough in his eyes. And for him to kind of acknowledge my gayness and my personality, my successes, my failures, everything, and to say he's proud of me was something that I will never forget. It's been a year and it just feels like I have this emptiness inside of me, and it's just like the family was a puzzle and there's one piece missing that will connect the whole family together, and that piece is lost and it will never come back, it will never be found. So it's just like this whole new dynamic, and it's gonna take a long time. But I guess I just wanted to make this video because that movie really hit me. I cried a lot after I saw it. I didn't get it on camera to show you everything that I was feeling. I had to take a moment for myself before I could even get this out in the open. I feel like my whole life is different now. I never thought I'd be where I am at this point in my life. So I guess I'm glad I made this video so other people can understand that about me, as well as I hope that this can help other people realize that you're not alone. You think that this only happens to other people, hence the title of the film, until it happens to you, and then you become one of those other people. But you're not alone. There are these other people just like you, and I'm one of them. Even my aunt that I was closest to passed away 8 months after my father in that same year. Just this past November or December. I think it was December. She passed away, and that was incredibly out of the blue. Just so crazy. She got hit by a truck, which was almost at the other side of the street at 1 in the morning. On the day after Christmas. Tune into my channel, watch this video, comment, subscribe, like it if you feel from the story and if it helps you in any way, or if you just have an understanding. And know that every day is a new day, no matter what day it is. We never know when something will happen to anybody. So act like every day is, the last day. Carpe diem, make shit happen now. And be a happy, humble, thankful human being. And treat everybody the way you'd want to be treated. Excuse me. Because that could be their last day, or they could be going through something that you don't know about. So think about that, and stay tuned for another video. Yeah.